You go and see this movie and you don't cry, there's something wrong with you. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing Netflix's new film, Marriage Stories, which is actually the opening night film for the Scottsdale International Film Festival here in Arizona. I was a proud person in Arizona to be there supporting the festival, and I can't really encourage you guys enough. If you do have a local film festival with you, or if you guys are in Arizona, make sure to go to it because support them. There's always a ton of great films, and Marriage Stories was the opening night film to kick it all off, which I can definitely say Marriage Stories is one of the most emotional, grueling films that I've seen this year alone, and really in the last couple of years. Before we get any further into this review, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below and let me know as well what you guys' thoughts are. Have you seen Marriage Stories? Have you not? Are you looking forward to it? Let's discuss it down below. Marriage Stories is the look at a marriage breaking up and a family trying to stay together, and it stars the likes of Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver as the couple just trying to stick together through this divorce as other things start to come about. Laura Dern, Wallace Shawn, Ray Liotta are also all appearing in here. Again, Marriage Stories is something that I've been hearing from all the different festivals all around, from other critics, that this is one of the must-see films of the year, and I really do contend that it is one of the must-see films of the year. It is a tough movie to watch at that, though. It's one that really is emotional grueling. It hits you like a wrecking ball multiple times, and maybe it hit me a little bit tougher because I very much related to Adam Driver's character so much, and a lot of the reasons that I felt so much for him was because almost every single thing that dove into his character is me. From a personality standpoint to an emotional standpoint, every single way that Adam Driver reacted, his character acted like, or even just in general talked like, every single one of those mannerisms really went back towards me, and I said, this is like way more relatable than it should be. And it's like Noah Baumbach, the director, just was watching me and was like, I want to make a movie about this guy, but put him into this scenario. Made it all more a little bit inclusive and kind of one of those films that really gravitated more towards me because I related so much to his character. But speaking of Adam Driver, let's talk about that performance. It's going to be between him and Phoenix for the Oscars this year. He is phenomenal in here. Outstanding, and this proves to be why he is one of the best actors working today. He's fantastic in The Report earlier this year. He's fantastic in Marriage Stories now, and really, I'm blown away with what the guy did in this performance. And there comes two scenes with him that I was just absolutely in tears through. And I just sat there just trying to hold him back. Multiple times I held it back through the film. But those scenes in particular, the ones that kind of just hit it, tinkered it, and went full-on tear mode, which is not just Adam Driver, it's Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson is drop-dead incredible in this. And in fact, she is my front-runner for Best Actress this year now. She is not just one of those characters that feels so real, and that's something that Noah Baumbach did so great with this relationship, and the actors did such a great job, was making the situations feel real. This movie, in a sense, makes you feel like you are the child in this divorce while you are watching your parents totally be torn apart. Now, obviously, the child doesn't see every single instance that we would see throughout this film, but it just felt like you were there with them. And honestly, what this movie made me feel were so many different emotions. It hit me like that wrecking ball, and it gave me the emotions of hatred and how much I hate divorce and how I would truly never even want to go through divorce because of everything that appears inside this film, especially when it comes down to the lawyers in here. That's where my hatred started coming about it. It also brings out the emotions of sadness, happiness, and kind of just hopefulness that things will get better. That's something that Noah Baumbach plays so well in this field again, is making this story feel so real, making it feel like you are truly watching in on a family being torn apart from divorce. Out that direction and the excellent acting in here, this film I don't think would have worked overall. I must give a major shout out to the script and the editing style of this film because the way they tell the story is very unique and in a sense kind of feels like a play, which actually hollers back to Adam Driver's character in this film, who is a director for Broadway plays. And it all harkens back on how this film is made from a technical standpoint to as well as how well the script is written out. Of course, tying into that technical aspect is Randy Newman's score. Now, he's phenomenal when it comes to the Toy Stories. The Toy Story films always make me cry. And I was watching this, the score enhances every single one of those scenes that I was telling you about how emotional I got in it. And it's all thanks to Randy Newman. His score in here is perfecto in this. Again, It adds to every one of the scenes, and it still turned out to be one of the most emotional films that I've seen this year because of all these elements rising up. In fact, even though I said that it is a very emotional film, the theater still got a lot of laughs from it. And for me, these jokes didn't really make me laugh because I was truly, really emotional throughout the whole entire movie, and it was tough for me to kind of get into that laughing mode throughout it. But there are some good laughs in here, and a lot of those come from Laura Dern's character, who is fantastic. She plays one of the lawyers, and again, I hated a lot of those moments, so it was a little bit hard for me to laugh at, but everyone else was around me was laughing, and it does have that levity to it. So there are moments in between where you kind of are not feeling so emotional, but at the same time you kind of still are. Again, it's just phenomenal what Noah Baumbach really did throughout this film, and the way that even the jokes in here don't feel like they're just placed wrong. They are placed perfectly throughout the movie to, again, give you that feeling that this feels like something you were just watching happen right in front of you, and that you were standing right there as two parents are just completely tearing themselves apart. Before I give you guys my final thoughts on this movie, make sure again to hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the movie, and of course make sure to go check out Sandwich on Films as well on how to see films early. Plus, while you're here, guys, thank you to you for clicking on this video, and a thank you to all my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Marriage Story will wreck you like nothing else this year. No other film has ever gotten me to feel so many different overwhelming emotions like this before, and if you don't cry or even tear up, I truly think you have no soul. Driver is incredible. Scarlett is drop dead great, and really this movie made me come out to say I hate divorce. Like, I hated it before, but the thing is that this film teaches you is that there is no true winner when it comes to divorce. Everyone's a loser in this situation except the lawyers, and you really do feel that throughout this film. There's no clear side of who you should side with within Marriage Stories. Each of them kind of did something wrong in a sense, and even in a sense you can also understand that maybe they didn't. Maybe they're just two completely different people. This is why I love this film so much, is because this is one of the best films of this year. The way that they really intersect those two different storylines, the way that they bring these characters together and then tear them right apart right away from you. It's emotional. It's not predictable. It's one of the best films of this year. It's a hard film that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch for the rest of the year. Just again, because I really relate to Adam Driver's character so much from every single thing, from a personality standpoint to his OCD standpoint. It's really me. The score, the script, the cast, the direction, everything was fantastic in here. Again, maybe it got me a little bit too emotional, and I truly felt hatred throughout a lot of this movie, so it was a little bit hard for me to watch, but overall, Marriage Stories is definitely one of the movies that you must watch. You can catch it in theaters. I definitely recommend it. If you can't, it will be on Netflix. It's going to be one of those award contenders. I'm thinking Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress. Will they win? I don't know, but they're pretty much front runners in my case for that. So with all that said, I'm going to give Marriage Story an A. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Marriage Story. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Let's discuss it down below in the comments. And of course, guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Again, support your nearby film festivals. I'm glad the Scottsdale Film Festival got this in, and there's tons of films I'm going to be seeing there. I don't know when this review is going to exactly go up, so some of these other reviews might be going up. Knives Out, Waves, Ford v Ferrari, Honey Boy, so many movies to talk about, so many great things, and I can't wait to discuss them with you guys. So I hope to catch you guys at the movie soon, and of course, until next time, stay classy.